During the last segment, we heard from Funke Egbemode, the Osun State Commissioner for Information, on what has been and what to expect from today's primary election of the All Progressives Congress to choose a candidate for the forthcoming governorship election in the state. The commissioner supposedly represented the views of the state governor, who in this situation is directly opposed to the interest of the Minister of the Interior, Ogbeni Rauf Aregbesola, in this matter. It's now time to hear from the other side, and here to oblige us is Abosede Oluwaseun, the youth leader of the All Progressives Congress, loyal to the faction of Aregbesola in Osun State. You're welcome, Oluwaseun. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
All right. Good to have you join us. I do not know if you heard what Mrs. Egbemode had to say, but it's pretty obvious what she was going to say anyway. Let's ask you the same thing that we asked her. Tension is high. People are a bit worried, given what Rauf Aregbesola, the Minister of Interior and the former governor, said. How do you think today will pan out, having a candidate, a former chairman of the party and former secretary to the state government, running against the same man that they served in the same government together and running against a sitting governor? How will it pan out today? What are your own expectations?
Yeah, good morning once again. Yes, as to what is going to play out today, we don't expect the other side, the governor's side, to play by the rule. Since all these things have started, they have never played by the rule, and they can't change today. And how do I mean? Since the whole process started, the first thing that I must first tell you is just this. You remember that Governor Osun State, the incumbent governor, is a member of the CECPC-led committee, is a member of the union-led committee that is coordinating, that is appointing those that are conducting today's election. And in Article 31(3) of APC Constitution, listen to this very carefully. Article 31(3) of the APC Constitution, as amended in 2014, it says that any party's office holder interested in contesting for an elective office, whether in the party office or office in a general election, shall resign and leave office 30 days prior to the date of the nomination or party primary for office or he or she is contesting for. Meaning that the party says, the constitution of our article says that if you are contesting 30 days before the date of the primary election, you must have resigned. As I speak to you today, Governor Osun State is still member of the Boni-led committee and is still contesting a primary election today, a clear violation of APC Constitution. This is not the first time that they are going to do. That is what they did when we are going to conduct our internal Congress, from the world level to the local government level to the state level. Governor Osun State sat in Abuja with Boni-led APC-led committee and appointed those that will come and ref in the game he is playing. The same thing that played out today. Governor Osun State sat in the committee and appointed those that will come today to come and conduct the election in which he is contesting. Governor Osun State is a player in this game, is the referee, is the one officiating, is the one doing everything. How do you expect we are going to have a free and fair process? Let me tell you one thing. As we speak, as at yesterday, I had thank God that the Commissioner of Information made mention of it yesterday. We were in a meeting at the party office yesterday, and we asked the question from the governor that came today. What are the guidelines that we are using for today? The guideline, as we speak to you, we don't see it. The party registration list of the members of the people in Osun State, until this morning as we speak, they didn't release it. We asked the governor yesterday, Shehu asked the governor of Kwara State yesterday, that where is the list, where is the party member registration list, which you ought to have deployed for everybody to see. They said that they only showed us some kind of 3 cartons, that it is here, and if you want to see what is inside it, you have to get in touch with Abuja. We ask the question, get in touch with which? You have to get in touch with the party ESCOs. That is the electoral-led committee that left us. We are now saying that, okay, let's ask the governor. Since he said he cannot answer that one today, but he can answer it tomorrow. So these and many more are making to know. As we speak now, all the returning officers. Hello, can you hear me?
We can hear you loud and clear.
Yes, all the returning officers across the state, we do not have their list. We don't know who they are. Although we had it from a non-confirmed source that those are the one that the councillors, the present councillors of both government-led administrations, appointed by government. So how do we go into a game that we want to play a football? We don't even know anything. We only know the fit. This is our fit. But he choose the Kwara State governor and the other committee. He choose all the returning officers across all the 32 wards that we have in Osun State. And you know this thing, we have seen it before. The rules of the game in football is what the referee calls it. You only have to go and complain later. That is the same thing they did during our World Congresses. When they returned Elebeleye committee, it was the one that came for World Congress, it was the one that came for local government, it was the one that came for state congress. They repeated Elebeleye committee all through the process of our congresses. This is a congress that we obtained the form. They refused to give us a form. We went to Abuja, we got our form. They refused to allow us to contest. They are saying consensus. What is the meaning of consensus?
All right, Abosede. I mean, if we get you clearly, are you basically saying that you do not, your camp, your faction, that you do not have confidence in this process? We know that is the Kwara State governor that will superintend over the primary election. Are you saying that you do not have confidence and that there might be basis for litigation in future, given the factors that you have, established to us? If that is the case, are you still proceeding with this exercise, or do you think
Thank you very much. That is
okay.
what they are actually thinking is going to happen. They do not want us to participate in the election.
Are you with us, Abosede?
And we have told them that we know you and put the party into ransom. What they do not want us to do is to participate. And I think you have asked me rhetorical questions. Someone had contravened the laid down road. And can you hear me now?
We can hear you. Go on. Yes, please go on.
Someone has contravened the laid down route of a party, as I've said. So one thing is just when you don't play by the rules, you should expect the consequences. Now, as touching that we have confidence in the process, we do not have confidence in the process, but we are going ahead to participate because we believe that we will not disappoint the vast majority members of Osun people that believe that it is a must for us that we are good. So far, so good with what we are doing presently now. The primary election that we are doing is not fair. We have had a report from more than 20 local governments this morning. The project is supposed to start by 8 a.m. this morning. Our members are on the queue as I'm talking to you. They did not even see, they cannot even access the voter registrar. They don't even know whether they are eligible or not, coupled with the dogs of the state government backed by the police that they are using to chase away our members on the polling unit, on the accredited polling unit. We have never had this bad. Governor Oluwaseun did it for 8 years. We never had this kind of crisis. People contested against him for crying out loud. So, but to answer your question, that are we preparing for litigation? I'm not saying we are preparing for litigation. I'm not saying we are not preparing for litigation. It is our fundamental right to exhaust, after we have exhausted internal penalty mechanism, which we have always been doing. And mind that leads me to the conciliation committee that came, that the federal government set up, that the APC government set up. They came down to Osun State. They met with us. They met with them. Till date, they did not bring out their recommendation. So how do you continue to think that we are going to have trust in such process? So now, let us see what plays out today. But of course, the foundation is wrong already. In more than 2/3 of the local government. Yes.
Understood. Well, thank you very much for that update. It was important while we spoke to a government representative of Osun State. It is clear and important that we speak to the other side of the argument. So thank you for putting those points across to us.